like I was saying, a lot of us grow and we have these things put in our heads. Growing up, right, and then you're growing up thinking that's right. You know what I mean?
It's really not though. If you
that's
think
what I'm
about
saying.
it.
Like until you hit that wall, and then
if you have a man in your life that is able to teach you stuff like that, like if your father sits you down and is like, this is how you really attract the female. Don't listen to your mom. Honestly, because bro, I took advice when I had that first breakup. I took advice from my mom, and I was trying to do that, but I just kept pushing her away. So I was like, what the fuck is going on?
I'm not gonna lie, when it happened.
Hey man, welcome to Clocked In Podcast. This is what episode, Kenneth?
Episode 37th.
Yeah, we didn't clock in last episode.
Didn't we?
We didn't at all.
Clock in or clock out?
Clock in or clock out. We didn't do either or. Yeah, but it's okay. We're here today, and let's just get it started, man. You already know what to do. Our socials are up there, like usual. If you have a business and you want to promote anything, it doesn't even have to be a business. You could be an artist. You could be selling books. You could be making cookies. If you want to promote anything on the podcast, the email already popped up and the little 30-second or 15 to 30-second ad came up. Make sure you tune into.
And guys, tune into all podcast platforms, YouTube, both channels. The Clip channel, my boy told me that's going nuts. So shout out to you guys.
A lot of hate on it. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
Yeah, there is one where we were talking about nobody's life is worth minimum wage, and then there was a bunch of comments talking about it just sounds like y'all are complaining this and that. It's like they have no context. It's like if you watch a clip on YouTube, go watch the full video and then come back.
Oh no, I need to go into that.
You want to? I can look it up.
No, because look it up because what we said. Okay, let's give him the whole perspective too. What we said was. And that it's not for everybody. If you finally making $10 an hour, bro, live your life, do you. But us, I know me, and I know for a fact. We got bigger dreams. I know for a fact that Lewis don't agree with making $13-15 an hour.
Hell no.
It's for even that guy that you guys can see.
My mom said.
I'm looking for it right now. I believe it got 1.8K views.
You have the Bluetooth on, bro.
Oh, I'm sorry. It says these kids definitely live at home with their parents. Damn shame. This is why everyone has.
Hold on.
Hold up. This is why everyone who has little to no life skills think they deserve more. Build a skill or a side hustle so you can ascend. Build a good attitude and work ethic. Entitlement kills. Who the fuck said anything about entitlement?
These people is nuts.
That's what I'm saying though. It's
you
like
reply to them?
No, I'm not replying.
How many are there?
There's 5 comments.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
6.
in there.
No, don't feed into that shit.
No, because people. This is the thing. No, this is exactly. That's a great point.
No, it's just they have no context.
Exactly. They have no background. First off,
we already have
live with my parent? I guess I live with my parent in my house. Okay,
right.
So get it right.
I pay bills. You know
right.
what I'm saying.
What is the other one?
They're talking about entitlement, find skills. I'm like, bro, I have a pretty high. I have a high income skill in terms of editing, jobs. Social media.
We have regular jobs. What we're saying is that we're not. I bet you, bro. I'm not gonna.
If you have the time to comment hate on somebody's post, it says a lot about yourself. Either way, good publicity is. I mean, bad publicity is good publicity.
I might say what Justin Waller said. Show me your 6-pack to whoever that is.
Hey man,
show me your bank account. Show me.
Not worried about that, man.
Anyways, guys, we're here.
No. Let's get back to before we even start the episode. We said all the socials and all that. I don't know. We kind of like got lost in that.
That just threw me off. I'm not gonna lie. But
I feel
whatever,
you,
man. So tune in. Spotify, YouTube,
yes sir.
Google Podcasts,
the Clips channel for sure.
Channel.
It's gonna be in the description and also in the top comment. I'm gonna make sure I pin it at the top so y'all could get in there because I know a lot of people enjoy watching the long form content, but then that's the new world, bro. People want them 30-40-second clips.
And honestly, if y'all gonna come in here, go for it. Honestly, I'm entertained.
I really don't care.
I'm entertained.
I was reading it and I was fucking dying.
That's what I'm saying.
It's at like 3 a.m. at my job. I was like, no way, because I literally posted them last night. I was on the phone with Chris on a Discord call. And then I was like, yo, I literally just posted this video, like not even 30 seconds, and I already got 97 views. So I'm thinking, I'm like, this shit got like 97 views and maybe 30 seconds. I was like, okay, this shit about to go crazy. We end up talking for a little longer. I'm about to go to sleep. I check again. I already got like 300 views at that point. So I go to sleep and I wake up, go to work. I'm at my job sitting at a desk, and I was like, hold on, let me just check real quick. 1,000 some change views. I was like, oh shit. And then I checked the comments. I started fucking dying, bro.
They're ridiculous.
But like, comment, subscribe. Share. If you feel like you should hate or whatever, do whatever you want, man. It's not gonna affect me. I know what I got going on. In terms of, I gotta stop saying but in terms of the Instagram, we about to hit 700 followers very soon. Probably by the end of tonight. Honestly, you already know what we gotta do tonight.
Up on tonight, yes. Sir.
Yeah. That is, we gotta plan something for 700. I mean, episode 40 is coming up very soon. That also is gonna be another milestone. Hey man, the business is getting up there, bro. Nobody can say anything. 21-year-olds over here living life.
22.
Yeah, my birthday's at the end of this month, basically. So
you about to be 22 very soon.
Yeah, anyways. But
So guys,
let's clock in. We haven't clocked in.
I was gonna start.
Hey, clock in podcast, man.
Well, welcome back.
Yes,
we here, Louis, Kenny.
We didn't even say our names in the beginning.
Yeah, nah, but
now they know.
You guys know.
Know. And if you don't know, now you know. I don't want to say the last part. Okay. All right, man. Well, keep going.
All right. So, what are we gonna talk about today, Louis?
Hey, man. I don't know, man.
Let's give some value. Let's give some value.
Hell yeah, bro. This is
I got scared for a second.
Well, you thought we weren't recording?
Yes.
Nah.
It's been 14 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, it was recording while we were setting everything up, so that's why. Yeah, but in terms of the point of this episode, or the premise of this episode, is what the simp mentality. Talking about females, man. We gonna give y'all some game in terms of that shit.
Yeah, nah. I hope you guys really take value out of this. Like we're just not here talking just to talk. Like we really trying to like put you guys into like the wake up type of thing,
unplug you from the matrix,
right?
From
and notice what's going on, man.
Yeah,
a lot of us, and I include myself, because a lot of us are blind to certain things that we don't know anything. We don't know everything.
It's impossible to
know what I mean?
everything.
So I hope that whatever we're saying is new to you guys, and that you guys understand and take notes.
Yeah, and I've actually been doing my research. That's why he looked at my screen. He was like, "What is you watching?" But I'm actually, doing actual research on the red pill, on the manosphere, females in general, female nature. There's a lot of terms that we're gonna use, and if y'all don't know, just leave it in the comments, and we'll end up replying. If we say something like, for example, like hypergamy, you don't know what hypergamy is, we'll probably end up explaining it in the episode. But if you don't know, we'll say it in the comments. I could tell that camera's focused on both of us, so that's very good.
Nice. I want to say something too.
That's good.
In YouTube,
what's up?
In YouTube, I think you respond like 100% of the comments. I don't really respond on YouTube. But on Instagram, I do like 90. I think you
be in the inbox. You be in the inbox. I'm not gonna lie.
I be on Instagram more. So just so you guys know.
Yeah.
And if it's Louis always says Louis at the end. If I don't say nothing, it's me.
Kenny. It's him. But let's get into this episode,
bro. Man. You want me to get us going?
Let's get us going. Yeah, you could get us started. Or let me see. Let me get my notes right. Okay.
All right. I got
a good question to start it, but if you want to start it, you go ahead.
Just to clarify. Being a simp at this, like if you're my age, if you're 22, being a simp is somewhat of your fault, and here's why. There's no shot, Louis, that at 20, 22, 21, 20, you don't realize these things, right? And if you haven't realized, okay, fine. I'm not here to blame you or to tell you otherwise.
But if you think about it, it's their own fault.
But here's why, though, because a lot of people, you'll be surprised. A lot of people come from like single mother or father houses. So and I tell you what, I always had like females around me, like my mom, my grandma, my aunts. I always grew up with them, and most of the time I was home because I was a kid, so they would take care of me and the guys.
I was the same way.
So raised by my mom and the thing is, you'll be surprised, but they'll put like little things
beliefs
in your head
that is not true.
And you grow up with that, thinking that, oh my God, this is, and it's completely, if it's cap, it vanishes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I meant by unplugging from certain beliefs that we're fed as children, especially like, oh, hit her up, ask her how her day is, ask her what she ate, did she eat today, like certain shit like that. Bring her flowers, like you do that shit, she gonna ghost your ass. That's just a part of, because a lot of females, that's what I'm saying. Think of it like this. If you want advice on females, never go to a female, honestly speaking.
Honestly, that is a great point. Because
you can't, if you go to the, if you want to catch a fish, are you going to ask the fish or are you going to ask the fisherman?
The fisherman, exactly. Because this is the thing too. How many times have you heard, oh my God, do this, we love this, we love that?
They don't even know what even arouses them, so they're cap. It's all cap.
If you ask a female, and I'm being general. If you ask a female, what does she want to eat?
She don't even know.
Right.
No,
so and that's vital. That's for them to survive. You think they don't know that? You think they're gonna tell you?
Yeah.
They might tell you what sounds good, but they're not gonna tell you what they really want. You know what I mean? Like they tell you. I feel like I gotta stop saying I feel like too. I believe that females say a lot of what sounds good. Like they'll tell you what they want, but that doesn't compare to what they really do. And I'm not gonna lie. Most of the times, they tend to go for what they do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they tell you, I like I don't know, when you text me, when you call me every time.
But in reality,
if you call him every time, you're like, yo, he's
clingy.
You know
Why is he calling me all the time?
Yo, back up, G.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like simping is in general is a mentality, you know, because if you understand how female nature works and you understand what really arouses a female, and you still let yourself simp over them, like, you know, maybe you haven't gone through that first breakup. But I've also seen people who have gone through that breakup where they're like, you know, shattered and shit, and they still are simping after that. So I'm like, how did you not, you know, how did your consciousness not expand to the point where now you understand what's going on?
That's a great point. And for the guys, you must go through a breakup.
You do.
You must go through a breakup for you to realize. If you haven't gotten it sounds so messed up.
It sounds messed up, but it's needed. Or some type of trauma, honestly.
It sounds messed up, but to me, that's what I had to go through to like, I was doing a lot. So I'm not gonna lie, I got my heart broken. I mean, like 2 or 3 times.
It only took one for me, bro. Honestly, that's it.
But
after that, it's just like cold-hearted type shit, but not really. It's like you gotta be cold-hearted, but you can't even.
It's like
you still gotta be a gentleman, honestly.
That's what I'm saying. You can't just. What was I saying before?
You were talking about you need to have your heart broken as a man.
You must go through a heartbreak to become a man. I might just say that.
Yeah, you do. You need some type of trauma because if you never experience that, then it's like you never wake up.
Oh my god, you don't need to go through a breakup.
I really don't care, honestly, at this point.
It is what it is. Y'all can't hide the truth, man.
Yeah,
you can't hide the truth.
So then, I mean, my question is here, Kenny. Let's get rolling. How do you? Why do you think most men simp? Honestly speaking.
Well, I think I already answered to that. A lot of men. We are a lot of
programming.
No. I'll say this: men that grew up in this country, because this is oh my god, how do you say that?
Oh, well.
A matriarchy. Society.
No, it's patriarchy. Oh no, patriarchy is the thing. No.
It's not matriarchy.
What talking about like the male.
Matriarchal.
Huh? Say it again.
Matriarchal society.
Okay, yeah.
So like I was saying, a lot of us grow and we have these things put in our heads. Growing up, right, and then you're growing up thinking that's right. You know what I mean?
It's really not though. If you
that's
think
what I'm
about
saying.
It.
Like until you hit that wall, and then
if you have a man in your life that is able to teach you stuff like that, like, you know, if your father sits you down and is like, this is how you really attract the female. Don't listen to your mom. Honestly, because bro, I took advice when I had that first breakup. I took advice from my mom, and I was trying to do that, but I just kept pushing her away. So I was like, what the fuck is going on?
I'm not gonna lie. When it happened, my mom dead told me like, look, that's why I love my mom so much with all my heart. She dead told me like, we don't even know what they want. She told me things about my dad.
Yeah.
That like.
A dickhead.
No, my mom, like, well, not my mom, but like she told me things about my dad that were like, at some point, like I wanted to take you and your brother and just walk away. You know what I mean? And those are things that like you heard it and like they hit you, but like you process them even deeper than that, and it's like, wow. But
sorry if y'all hear like random noises. It's just we're not recording on the day we're supposed to record, and there's just people here. Yeah.
But
go up there with the and just shut up.
Me?
No, me. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go upstairs and. But that's besides the point. What were you saying? I'm sorry, I cut you off.
What was you saying?
If you don't remember, it's fine because I kind of had a point piggybacking off of what you said. Damn, I kind of forgot it now. But I feel like one, it has to be with the lack of abundance in terms of, you know, having females or being able to attract females. Because if you know you're able to attract females, and you know, why the fuck would you simp if you could get multiple ones, right? So I feel like that comes from, or simping comes from that. You only have one female. Maybe there's only one girl giving you attention, or maybe only one girl gave you the coochie, and now you're going crazy because that's the only chance you have. And it also comes with maturity in terms of controlling your desires too.
You know what? I probably shouldn't say this, but I'm gonna say it because it's the podcast, and I love you guys so much.
Say it, man. Say it.
I know a guy that is going through a very, very hard simp
phase.
Okay. Correct.
Yeah.
I kid you not, Louis. This guy does everything. Like he have his job. Whatever picture he gets goes to her.
Oh my God.
And it got to the point where like he didn't have enough money for himself, so what he did was find another job to get more money to even spend on her, spend some whatever the case. I don't even know how he works his financial stuff.
Yeah.
But this guy, there were proof that
it wasn't working.
No, there are so many red flags.
Oh yeah.
There are proofs that shorty is, doing things that she shouldn't be doing.
Manipulating type or no cheating.
I said what I said.
I said what I said. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I got you. So,
and the guy tells that he knows what he's doing. So I'm trusting him. I believe in him that I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt.
I mean,
he's saying that he knows what he's doing. Fine. As long as you're aware and
that's the
then you make
part.
your own decision.
Yeah, that's the important part, because it's like if you're not aware of it, because you as a friend, your only job is to control what you can control. So what can you control? Giving him the advice, making sure he's enlightened and understands it. Now after that, whatever he does is on him. So there's not much you can do.
I also want to say one thing too. To my guys out there, do not tolerate
nonsense.
Like
disrespect.
Disrespect is a huge red flag, but do not tolerate like. I'm trying to find like a word that you know what I'm trying to say. A word that describes all the type of actions. Do not tolerate no like.
Oh man, TikTok.
It literally just flew out of my head.
Don't
Guys,
tolerate
listen,
any type of what?
Listen, any type of different type of actions, like little sneaky stuff, or if you get a
death by 1,000 cuts, like they start with like little shit and then it just turns into a big problem.
Because you know what that means, bro. You don't have respect for yourself, and guess what? When you don't have respect for yourself,
she's not gonna respect you.
She's not gonna respect you or the relationship. So it's free game from there. You know what I mean? She's out and about. You thinking that she's doing this, but she's really not.
Yeah,
and it sucks, but you kind of end up losing.
Yeah, and you know how you combat that? No, not even that, bro. Just chase excellence, not women. Either way, like that's the most important part, honestly. Because if she knows that that she's the only highlight to your day or the highlight to your life at this point, then she's not gonna want you, bro. She's gonna chase somebody else.
What is that thing that if you chase females, you're gonna end up with no money. But if you chase money,
you'll never run out of women. If you chase women, you'll run out of money. If you chase women, you'll run out of money. But if you chase excellence, you'll never run out. Or if you chase money, you'll never run out of women. But
we're not anti women. We obviously love our women. I'm in a relationship. I have my girlfriend. He's single.
I'm single, but I'm talking to one.
But he still likes women, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm talking to a girl. It's nothing serious, it's getting cold outside, so we'll see how it goes. And I told her this. I was like, I'm not looking for a relationship, but I'm like waiting for the right person to come to me, type shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like being her, it's her. This is more like for you guys, man. Wake up, like take what we're saying and the
apply it to your life.
Yeah.
If you think it's something that would work, go ahead and apply it. If it's not, then just move forward. But honestly, man, a female or women in general, they love a confident, cocky, arrogant dude who's just is on his path to greatness, and that understands that she's not the only unicorn in this world. She's not the only female. So it's fucked up, but you have to put yourself first. And I'll give you an example. So the girl that I was talking to, damn, she gonna see this and then she gonna be like,
she gonna hate you, bro.
But either way, and then they could attest to this because I took him with me. But I hadn't seen her in like a couple maybe like a week or so. So I was like, I want to see you. Let's go get some ice cream. And it was a cold ass day, but she had just came back from, I believe it was Pennsylvania.
You said that or she said that?
What?
Let's go get some ice cream.
I said I wanted ice cream. I was craving ice cream that day. I don't know why. It was cold as fuck outside too, but I haven't had like a good ice cream.
That's when ice cream hit the most.
That's what I'm saying. So I was just like, I want ice cream, and I was saying that since the morning, the early morning. So I was like, I want ice cream. But she was coming back from Pennsylvania, so she had like a long day. I was like, you know how females are. We set up the time we're gonna meet up. Supposed to meet up at, I believe it was at 8. She was tired, so she ended up falling asleep. So she was like, can we FaceTime? I'm already in my bed. I'm already in PJs and shit. I was like, no. The fuck? The whole point was to see you, But I didn't let that shit stop me. I wanted ice cream. What did I do? I went and got ice cream. Like, there's no other way around it. So it's like, you still got to do shit that you enjoy doing. So let's say, for example, you want to take a girl out and, don't cater to whatever she wants. Like, fuck that shit. It's what I want. I don't care. And she didn't even like ice cream. I said, okay, you can wait in the car. I don't give a fuck. I really don't care at this point, bro. But it's like that. You had to be that type of dude, because then she knows that you're a leader type shit. Like, let's use the analogy, if you're like a leader in a war, or like a team or some shit like that. If you don't have good leading qualities, you're not a natural born leader in a way, then do you think that your followers are gonna follow you or be confident in you? So I'm not saying that the females are following you, but honestly they are, because a man is supposed to lead no matter what.
Females like guys to lead.
It's just the way it is, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, but like I'm saying, I put myself first on what I wanted either way. So I could feel that after I said that, like that intrigued her in a way. That I was like, no, I don't care if you don't want that. I want ice cream. And it sounds messed up. And if you look at this shit, like I was talking to Chris about this, I was like, if you look at this conversation in like a transcript and you just give it to a random person, like, yo, read this, they'll be like, yo, you're a fucking asshole. You know what I'm saying? Like, looking from the outside in with no context, they'll be like, you're a fucking asshole, and that girl probably don't give a fuck about you. But man, like, you know what I'm saying? You get the vibe I'm pushing, and I know I mean, you've been in a relationship longer, so like, is anything that you've seen that has been like that in your relationship? Like, in terms of you putting yourself first, no matter like what's going on.
Well, I told her I'm not gonna say the first date, but she's always been on that. Cause like you said, like in the relationship, I'm not gonna say that I'm the sergeant. She's the but she understands that I'm some type of
leader. She follows.
and guys lead. It is
supposed
what it is.
To. Not most guys.
Well, yeah. And what was your question again, bro?
Is there any moments that you've seen that like any examples?
That I had to put myself first?
Yeah.
She now, like I said, she understands that, and if I had to put myself first, I will 100% do. And I told her too, if you need to put yourself first, go for it. Like, if you need time, whatever. Like,
that's what I'm saying. I'll be like,
because this is the thing, bro, and it's some people said this, and I'm gonna just say it again, because you gotta put yourself first, and I'll say 99% of the situations. Because if you didn't put yourself first, and I heard this from a guy that I forgot his name, and I'm not gonna guess it because his name is Chinese, so and I don't want to mispronounce it. But he said that the reason why he became rich was because he would put all the money that he needed on himself, and whatever was left, he'll give out or help others. Instead, a lot of people, what they do is
give it out to others.
Yeah, like they get some money. Oh, here, I'll buy this for you, and then they end up with nothing.
Yeah, and they end up forgetting. But shit, I had a really good point with what you said, but I guess it'll come back to me. But I wanted to talk about it. Is like, what is the thin line between going for what you want and simping? Like, how we were talking about this when we were planning the episode. I told you there's like a very thin line that you got to differentiate. Differentiate, is that how you say it?
You asking
to make it different. You know what I'm saying? But to separate the two things. So what do you think is the point where you're going for what you want as a man? Because as a man, you got to do that, and that attracts women as well. Like, when a woman sees that you are able to go for what you want and get what you want, that's just an attractive trait that they'll see in a man. So what do you think is the difference between going for what you want and simping?
The difference.
Wow, I'll give an example if you don't get it. If you want time to think.
I have the answer because I do it myself, obviously. But I want to hear your answer.
Okay, so my example is with the same female. All right, so I told her. We ended up talking on the phone, and I was like, "Listen, I want you, but I'm not gonna chase you. So like this nonsense, all this, because females, no matter how long you're in a relationship, and I know you could attest to this, no matter how long you're in a relationship with a female, the games are never gonna end. The games never end. So either way, I was like, I want you, but I'm not gonna chase you. So obviously, if I was like, I want you, and I only said that, then she would have been like, oh, I'm the best that he's ever had, because their ego is crazy. Yeah, they think that, but I'm like, I don't give a fuck. We could stop talking today. I'll block you. Like, that's my mentality when it comes to these females, because I know I'm an attractive person. He can attest to it. We went to the fucking to the ice cream spot. The girl at the desk, in love, bro. I said, there, look.
What you said?
Nah, she was just staring at me mad hard, and then I'm like talking, because I don't.
He had the wrist. He was like,
bro,
I
got to tell you, bro, there's no most funniest thing ever, bro, right?
And the shit after that happened too was ridiculous.
Ice cream, right? And Lewis has hers, and I just got mine, right?
Oh, I'll tell the story because they can't hear you. They can't hear him. So I'll tell the story because like how they give you the ice cream.
like,
Nah, yeah, because I started licking it. I was like, what the fuck I'm gonna do? Just stand here like this with the ice cream? Like, shit gonna start melting. And then after that, I was like, oh, I want sprinkles. But I thought that they grabbed like a scooper and like put the sprinkles on. But what they do is, I guess, is they take the ice cream and then roll it. I didn't know that. So, I guess she was like, oh, you licked it. And then I was like, yeah, but she ended up getting, and then he started dying. I don't know why. But then even after that, when we were in the parking lot, I was literally just walking to my car, and then some random female was just like, "Oh, my friend wants your snap," and I was like, "What the fuck?"
What was the
double twister?
Double twister.
Yeah. So it's like I don't even know. Can I even go back to double twisters anymore, bro? It's just.
Why could you not?
Bro, bitches be weird, bro. Females are just, but.
She literally walked, like, we were coming out of double twisters, and then she walked behind me and in between Lewis, and then walked back to her car and waited till we got to the car. And then she like said it loud.
Yeah, she yelled it and then like hit her head.
Yeah.
I was like, you should have seen the front though. I was like, yeah.
She like got in the car and like went out the window and was on top of the car like this.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a great thing you mentioned that, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, it's so hard to get females attracted to you.
Mm-hmm.
But if you ask them, I know how to get a guy.
They don't know.
And they do things like that.
That's what I'm saying. But honestly, if the girl that her friend was attractive and I could see it from far away, it probably would have worked. Because us as men, we're very simple men.
Like,
it's not really that.
Be
difficult.
honest. How many females will come to you and ask for your snap and you'll say no? Like, it has to be a very, very non-attractive.
Very low percentage. Yeah, she has to just be ugly. I just gotta find
even that. Be like, here, just.
I've given fake snaps or fake numbers. Yeah, I've given fake numbers for sure. I know that.
Brad Pitt.
Not even that. It's just. So when I used to, no, it depends on what she look like. If she ugly, I'm not giving her my number. When I used to work in the mall, bro, I used to get, because girls, the way they do it is either they're just looking at you. They give you the look at you like 3 times, that nonsense, or they come up to you and ask you some random fucking nonsense question that they already know. So I was working at a store, a girl would be like, where are the underwears? And they're right next to her, and I'm like, no, it's not that hard.
Behind you.
So it's like you said, the girls used to come up to me when I used to work in the mall, and then they would just ask me for my number and shit, and I'd be like, nah, I'm good. And that's before I even had the glow up of looking the way I look now. Like, I wasn't ugly back then. I started to notice that when my mom and my girlfriend, they were like, yeah, this is how females try to like get you to realize that they're into you. They give you choosing signals, and it's retarded because it's like, if you want something, but they don't. But it's supposed to be the other way around, But like, if you think about it, back then in like the 40s and shit, like females would actually be the ones who had started shit. So they'll walk by you and like drop their handkerchief. Right next to you, so that you wouldn't be like, oh, and like if you weren't dumb enough to be like, oh, excuse me, you missed, you dropped it. Like, they would dead ass do that, and then
what's funny? I always make fun of my girlfriend. I'm like, I ask you out to be my girlfriend. Now you gotta ask me to be your husband. I always make fun of her like that. And she thinks I'm playing. She thinks I be playing, yo. I like that. I like that. Playing with a prenup, obviously. But nah.
Oh man, that was funny.
Go back to the.
That was very funny, but yeah.
Shout out my girl, bro.
But still, yeah, I want to talk about this too, because like a lot of guys, I know. Do you know about what spinning plates means? Spinning plates and going on dates. It's like having multiple females. No, I mean, you're in a relationship, but I know you heard it before. Like guys having multiple females, having a roster. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you've heard this before. Mm-hmm. So it's like, even if you're doing that, and I mean, I've done it, but it's like, bro, at this point, it's just a headache. There's just no point. I mean, maybe it's because, you know, it's getting cold outside and I don't want to be involved in all that shit anymore. But
What?
having multiple females. But most guys that are able to pull it off, like, you know, I was just watching some shit with the Tate brothers. Like, motherfucker had like 15 girls in their crib, and they were all for Tristan. And then there was another 15 for Andrew, and then I think some females showed up for Justin, and I was like, damn. So they all invited 15 girls each to one party, and then they talk about how, like, you know, most of the time they're all like mad as fuck because it's like, you know, they all think that they're going over there for them, or like they're gonna be the only female, but then they get there and they see another 15. It's messed up. But like that sets in the competitive what's it called, like competition anxiety in females. And then, you know, a lot of people get canceled for talking about that, but like when a female knows you're able to get girls, or she literally physically sees you with another female, like, bro, that shit hits them so hard. It's like, because they're very competitive when it comes to dudes that they think are attractive or their best option, if that makes sense. But have you ever heard of that though? You know, having multiple females and shit like that. So
I would say, I'm sorry to cut you off.
You good?
I'll say that I agree with you. I mean, I never had I never got to that point because it is stressful, time consuming. I barely have time sometimes, you know, to do things that I want.
Why do you think I always go to the fucking the parking lot dates?
What happened?
Why do you think I always go for the parking lot dates? It's pretty simple. It's just show up, we talk, do our thing, that's it.
Skedaddle.
Yeah, but it's like, you know, I guess the point that I was going in with this is even if you have, like, say for example, you have a rotation of 3 females that you're talking to, you still need that one main girl, that one ride or die either way. You know, the one that you know.
You think they also have a roster too?
It depends. You could tell. I've figured that out. Like, you could tell when a
girl. How would you feel? They were like, yeah, I mean,
it depends on which girl it is. Because if it's another girl on my roster, I'll be like, I don't go fuck. Depending on if we're just, if we're just
not
fucking.
The main, but like,
if it's the main, then we're done after that. I'm not talking to you.
When you say main, you mean like main y'all dating, or just like the top prospect?
The top prospect, because I mean, I'm not dating right now.
That sounds so
it sounds bad, but yeah, bro, it's like it depends on what stage you are in life. I feel like I'm moving more towards, you know, maybe, like I said, it might be just be that it's getting colder outside. I'm more focused on my business and, you know, my side hustles and just chasing excellence. So it could be like, you know, I'm tired of just messing with all these different type of females, but
I couldn't even drink this.
But maybe it might just be that I'm tired of just messing with a bunch of females, and, you know, I want to find that one good main girl. But then again, I'm not dumb enough to, you know, stop laughing. I know you've heard what oneitus is. We were talking about this the other day, right? Yes. There's oneitus, for y'all that don't know, is when you basically when you're obsessed over one female, where you think she's like a unicorn, she's the best female in the world, and you simp over her, basically.
That's when you're folding,
but you have no other options type shit. So maybe it might be that I just want one female right now, and that might change when the summer comes. I don't know.
So let me ask you something.
Oh man.
Let me ask you something.
Oh man.
Well, actually, 2 things. So is being a simp is good or bad?
Depends. Simp.
No. Okay, let me give you a scenario. You got the one.
Yeah.
You know, you got your main.
Yeah, I know where you're going with this.
And y'all dating.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not simping.
It's not simping?
No. Simping is when a female is not reciprocating that same type of energy.
Does that answer your own question where you asked me the thin line between simping and...
I get it now. I like that you got there. But yeah, that's where I was going to go with it as well, is like, if it is not simping, if the female is actually reciprocating that energy. So, you know, if you're like, you know, if a girl has genuine desire for you.
I agree with that, actually. That's a great...
Yeah, because if she's, you know, say you call her one night or you text her and she's texting you back all day. And then maybe you fall asleep, and then in the morning she'll be like, hey, how you doing? You know, like, good morning or whatever. Then you could tell, okay, I could keep the reciprocating the same energy that she's putting out. But if you're always the one hitting her up, and you're always the one texting, and she's just like, you know, she'll leave you undelivered for 7 hours and not talk to you.
That just mean that they don't care, bro.
That's what I'm saying, though. But you at that point, you're simping, because like, damn, dude, get the fucking hint. Get the fuck out of there. Go get another girl. Go talk. Bro, there's so many females, and then... I mean, I don't fuck with Tinder, but I mean, I'd rather go up to a female. Like, I re-downloaded Tinder, but I'm about to delete it again. I don't even know why I keep downloading it. I just don't enjoy Tinder at all. But that's That's funny how you just started dying. See this? I showed you that.
That was funny.
You think so?
What?
It was funny.
It was funny.
It was hilarious. It really was. How long we been recording, man? It's a time
your ears are hot, bro, or something?
Me? Why?
Your ears.
Why you say that? Oh. I don't know, man, but they do say when you're working on your purpose, that's when they feel most attracted, right? Am I right?
You are right, bro.
Hey, man, but how long have we been recording? Let's get into this, man. You already know what segment it is now. Finally came up with a name. Tico's actually gave me another name, but I already made a whole motion graphic for it, so I don't know if I'm end up making another one. Kenny enjoyed both of them. But, you know, clocked in financially, let's get into it. Like I say every episode, do your own research. I don't want anybody doing anything when it comes to monetary or moving money, investments or anything, because it's just information that you yourself could take and use. But then again, do the extra research, go that extra mile to really understand what you're doing, because even if you're getting this information from me and you don't understand why I'm saying it, you know, it's not going to be a good move. But let's get started, man. The Dow Jones finished 765 points up for the day yesterday. NASDAQ finished 239 points for the day. S&P 500 finished 92 points up for the day. So remember how we've been saying that the market has been crashing, everything has been going down. Mm-hmm. So yesterday was a very good day for the market. It actually has been going up. With that being said, it's interesting because September is usually a down market for the stock market, with October usually being a good market in the stock market, especially during the midterm elections. So you already know it's basically the midterm elections now, you know, in November and all that shit that's going to start happening. And like I said a couple episodes ago, usually when that is happening, the market tends to rise because I guess the consumers are getting more comfortable with whoever is running for office, is a way of saying it. But October to April are usually the best months in the stock market historically during the midterm elections. So, you know, right now we're getting into October, so it could be a good, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and be like it's gonna flip. It's gonna flip. The market is gonna flip like that. So, you know, still, like I say, do your own research. But people are asking, is this the start of the market turning around, or is this just kind of like a pump fake, you know, since the market has been down for about a whole month now, and we're basically in a global recession. Global, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So everybody's like, is this the time where it's going to start turning, where we're going to start going back up, or is this just, you know, a little Kobe, you know what I'm saying? But today, Tuesday the 4th, and tomorrow, Wednesday the 5th, will be a test. Historically, markets tend to go up Mondays and Fridays. So if they end up going up between these 2 days, then that's a sign of a recovering market. So, you know, that's a very good thing sign for us. Yeah, it's tough to tell due to the fact that due to the facts that are causing the economic downturns haven't really changed. If you think about it, inflation is still here. There's still the crisis in Ukraine, and China is still in COVID lockdown. Or I said COVID, but you know, the cough lockdown. But October is called the bear market killer. You know what a bear market is?
I heard those terms like bear, bull, and
yeah, bear is when the market is down, hibernation. You think bull. About a bear goes into the thing. Bull is when the market's up. So October is the bear market killer. Out of 12 post-World War II bear markets that have ended in October, 7 of those years have been midterm elections, which is what we're in right now. The numbers point in our favor for the month of October. History is on our side, but with all these events and all these things going on around the world, it's kind of a unique market. So it's not something that has happened in those other 12 markets that we've talked about, or that I talked about in that point. But the way I see it is, you know, if you can see there, as of today, the Dow Jones is up 2.8%. The S&P 500 is up 3.6%, and the NASDAQ is up 2.69%. So if tomorrow we end up having a good day, that is a very good sign that we might be heading towards a recovery in the market. But that I also believe that in 2023, since, you know, we're still recovering for all the COVID stuff, all the money that was pumped into the economy, we're still in the midst of having a flat market rather than a full-on bull market. So, you know, a lot of the numbers are going to end up staying the same for a while until I believe 2024, honestly, maybe late 2023 when the market actually ends up flipping and then we end up going into another bull market. But I've heard some people say maybe 2025, 26. But like I said, I'm a long-term investor, so I'm not worried about that. I'm copping these things on discount right now. You know, if you have good quality companies and good ETFs, that's a very good investments as of right now. But like I said, the markets did very well today. You know, everything is in the green, bro. I don't even use this app, but look. Obviously, just the little shits, but most of them are in the green. If you really think about it, that's not every stock, but, you know, if it's showing a good sign that it's in the green, then, you know, can't complain because I've been seeing a lot of red recently, you know. But that's just a way of the bear markets. I also want to talk about Elon Musk debuts the Optimus, which is the Tesla's robot last week on Tesla's AI Day. Did you see it?
Yeah.
You seen that?
Was it a female robot?
I don't know what it was, but it's a robot. It's an AI robot.
Working on a female, yeah.
We're getting into iRobot territory now. It's kind of scary if you really think about it, but the robot will cost around $20,000 and it is designed to do everything a human brain can do, such as process vision data, making last-minute decisions, and as well as communicate, which is kind of scary if you think about it.
He's the same person that said that at some point they're gonna take over and you know, I mean, bro, you're giving them a brain.
Yeah, but
you're giving them like a lot of power.
I believe what he's trying to do is actually move the human consciousness onto the robot. Like, he understands that the people who have power in the world are not gonna back down from AI robots and all that stuff. He understands the danger. It is very scary, but he understands the danger of it. So he's like, if I can't beat him, might as well join him. So what I believe what he's trying to do is like literally move your physical consciousness and put it like into a chip, and then put that chip into the robot. So now you become the robot.
But who's conscious though? What if you give a conscious? People be faking stuff, bro. What if you're thinking you give him my conscious, but I end up?
I don't know how he's gonna work.
What I mean?
Obviously, I'm not Elon. If you're a man that's over here waking up thinking, let's take people to Mars, you know, that's
I trust Elon. I trust him, but I don't know. It's just still scary.
It is very. But I mean, I want to look at the upside of it, kind of, because if you really think about it, $20,000 is extremely affordable for a business owner, such as like a factory owner. If you think about it, because what is it's a lot cheaper to hire or to buy a $20,000 robot than, you know.
How long did it last? Forever?
That I don't know. This is just the first prototype, I believe, or the first like physical one that they've made. So we'll see in the future. But if you think about it, if you're a factory owner,
$20,000 is very cheap.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're a factory owner, you got to pay like around like $60,000 for one worker. Then you got to pay for paid leave. If they get sick or some shit like that, then you got to pay for their benefits. So you end up paying around $100,000 for one worker. Now you take that out and you put in the AI robots, and it's kind of messed up because you think about it, bro. That's gonna end up, a lot of people are gonna end up losing their jobs because of these robots. But that's just the way of going. You know, start your own businesses. I always push entrepreneurship because I don't want to work for anybody else either way. But that's
what the people that commented don't understand.
Yeah, they have no context. I'm not worried about those people right now. But
slow-minded people, man.
The Tesla stock dropped yesterday, but bounced back today. I did check today. It did bounce back. The delivery numbers came in. It's said that they sold fewer than expected vehicles in the third quarter, which is raising doubts on demand. So honestly, that's not very hard to believe because with everything that's going around the world and interest rates, for example, money being harder to borrow, like people aren't really buying cars. People aren't buying electric cars. But it's weird because Rivian. It's like one of their competitors that work in the electric cars industry. Their stock went up, so it's kind of a contradicting thing. So I'm like, is there a problem with Tesla? And honestly, I don't believe so. Tesla is still up there on top of that, and I don't believe that Rivian is really gonna be able to compete with Tesla in the long run. So I'm not really too scared about it. I'm an investor in Tesla myself. I have a couple shares, so I believe in Tesla, and the people who I get this information from in terms of, videos I watch, websites that I read, everybody is saying that Tesla is still the long-term leader in every category, so there's no problems. But I feel like they knew that these numbers were going to come out, right? So they knew that there was going to be a big headline that, Tesla is not meeting their expectations in terms of how much they're going to sell. So, Elon being a smart fuck is like, okay, let's put the AI shit out. That's gonna become a headline in itself. So the people who are actually in there doing their research and understanding the numbers and all that stuff, they're the only ones who really understand what's going on in terms of the demand and the market. But then, you know, the regular consumer who just sees headlines, like for example on Twitter, all they saw this weekend was Tesla AI robot.
That's
So
the thing I saw.
it's smart, bro. It's very smart. Don't sleep on Elon. Obviously, he's a very smart guy. In terms of, you know, he's worth over a lot of billions, but Tesla's going to be fine. I'm not too worried about Tesla. But another interesting point, and this is going to be my last point for this segment, but New York actually came with California with the no combustion engines by 2035.
35, yep.
And I believe Texas is going to be next. So that's going to be the 3 biggest markets in the United States already all agreeing to getting rid of combustion engines. So, hey, man, find you a very good, reliable electric vehicle company and stick with it. I've messed with Tesla, but there's Rivian, Mercedes has gotten into that as well. There's a lot of different ones, you know. Do your own research, obviously, but I honestly think Tesla is the leader in that, you know. Montana. But yeah, that's the end of the segment. Kenny, let's get into your segment. You know, the thing came up, bro. It went up already, you know. But
all right, so this episode, I'm gonna test your IQ.
Okay.
All right. This is actually rapid fire. Like no more than 10 seconds.
Okay.
All right.
I'll try. Go. Let's get it.
Let's see.
Let's get it.
Let's see what's up. Right.
Let's get it, dude.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here we go. What can be broken? What had to be broken before you use it?
What has to be broken?
Before you use it.
What has to be broken before you use it?
5, 4, 3, 2.
Toilet paper.
An egg, bro. An egg.
An egg?
Oh, you got it right.
An egg. Okay.
An egg. All right. I'm tall when I'm young. I'm small when I'm old. What am I?
Tall when I'm young, small when I'm old. An old person?
No.
A human?
No.
Tall when you're
5, 4.
Tall when you're young.
3, 2, 1. A candle.
Okay. No, these questions are difficult.
1 month of the year has 28 days.
All of them.
Correct. Nice.
Yeah.
What's full of holes but still holds water?
Sponge.
Nice. What is it? 2 or 4?
Yeah.
What question you can never answer yes to?
Question you can never answer yes to. Any question that's not a yes or no question.
Questions that you can physically answer to. Answer yes to.
Question that I can not answer yes to.
5.
I don't know, bro.
4.
I really don't know.
Are you asleep yet? Are you dead?
Am I dead? Oh, I didn't understand the question. Now I get it.
All right, I'm not gonna give you that one, mate.
I didn't understand it.
What's always in front of you but can never be seen?
Your face, your nose. Yeah, your nose is in front of you, but you never see it.
You can see it.
If
I'm
you look
looking at it right now.
Yeah, but go like this. Look forward.
It's in
front of you technically.
I got a big
Nah, I
nose.
can't see my nose if I look forward. But what is it? What's the answer?
future.
The future? Okay, I can see my future. That's a cap. That's cap. I can see my future lined up.
That's what
exactly
I said.
how I want it. What I'm saying though, that's cap. I can see my future.
I mean, you can see what you wanted your future to be,
Exactly. So I can
but
see
not
my
the
future.
actual future. You don't know what's gonna happen, bro.
Think about it though.
You can plan it.
Think about it though. You create your future. You create your life. You create your destiny, right? In a certain way. If you believe everything happens for a reason, then everything happens for a reason. If you believe that you have a certain destiny that was already predetermined, then it will be like that. But if you believe you create everything and you actually just move forward and create action through it, then it will turn out the way it is.
Yeah, what do you think? Should we give it to him?
Yes. But keep going. Let's go. Let's get it going. It's rapid fire.
Should we give it to him? Huh? He said the nose.
Your nose.
I mean,
it's in front of you, but if you're looking straight, it's in front of you and you can't see it.
Man, you can't see your nose, bro.
Exactly.
All right, whatever. You got it.
Unless you look down, but
In one level house, everything is white. The yellow, in one level house, everything is yellow. The doors, the windows, the kitchen, What color are the stairs?
It's a 1-level house.
Nice. Last one.
Okay.
Uh,
Are these actual IQ questions?
yeah.
Oh my god.
All right, last one. I shave every day, but my beard stays the same.
Wait, say it again. I didn't hear what
I
you said.
shave every day, but my beard stays the same.
You shave every day, but your beard stays the same. Is that like? Is it asking like what are you?
Yeah.
You shave every day, but your beard.
Or what is it?
Shave every day, but
5,
your beard stays the same.
4, 3.
A lion? I don't know.
A barber.
You shave every day. Okay, but wait, what if you shave your own beard?
You're still a barber though.
I don't know. Some of these questions are, if these are real questions from an IQ test, a lot of it is just, a lot of random shit.
What are they doing?
Bueno. You know what? I'm gonna give you one more.
I'll get it.
What goes up but never down?
What goes up but never comes down? I feel like this is a very simple question, and I've heard this before, but I forget what it is.
Tuesday.
What goes up but never comes back down? I mean, right now, inflation.
Well, it could go down.
It could, but it hasn't. They've been trying to. What goes up but never comes down? I don't know, bro.
Your age.
Okay. I like that.
Well, Lewis got, what is it?
4.
8?
I might
You
have
got 50%?
I guess.
You failed, bro. That's an F.
I don't go fuck. I really don't. These are the dumbass questions.
He got more than you. He got 5. He answered 1. You did. He
Because of the
answered 2.
Because of the egg.
I guess. Well,
That does make sense, though. If you crack an egg, you got to crack it, break it to actually,
before you open it, yeah.
Yeah. It makes sense. It makes sense.
I got you with more next week.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see. But a lot of these questions are, there are questions that I don't even think about. I'm more worried about,
Shmoney?
getting out this fucking the Matrix than how you break an egg. Honestly speaking, and talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, pay attention to the chat. We've been talking about some very good things today.
I saw it.
But yeah, man, are we gonna keep talking about these simps, or you want to hop in straight into?
Let me see. I think I have one more note.
I have a bunch of shits, to be honest, and I haven't gotten to them. Like, for example, simping.
Why do simps always end up being last?
I mean, honestly, the age old quote is, nice guys always finish last, and that's true, bro. If you think about it, if you're always that nice dude,
what is it? What is the reason?
Because that is not what is attracted to a female, and that's very backwards. But we talked about it already. Females are backwards. What really attracts them and what gets them aroused, what gets them wet, it's the opposite of what you would think would get them attracted. So you would think if a girl likes you, you hitting her up all the time, giving her attention will make her want you. But if you do that, then she's just gonna pull away and be like, okay, he's too clingy. I don't even want him no more. Because you got to keep a girl always chasing you no matter what, no matter how long, especially in a long-term relationship. Like, if you end up chasing her and forgetting what your purpose is in life, then she's gonna notice that. She's gonna smell that shit from a mile away. So does that answer your question in that way?
It does.
Yeah, but I also want to talk about simping leads to exploitation and manipulation. What do you think about that, Kenny? Give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts on it.
100 for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, let's say, I'm simping, right? And then and my girl is like, well, I'll only talk to you if you take me out to eat dinner. I don't know, something like that. Then I'm being a simp, and I'm also being manipulated.
Yeah.
In a way.
Something that I've been hearing a lot recently. I watch a lot of Rich Cooper. I've been watching a lot of his, but he's more catering to the older men who are in relationships. Obviously, he teaches a lot of young dudes game on females, but the sexless marriages where dudes kind of become beta male. Like, the females marry an alpha dude, and then, like I said, death through 1,000 cuts. Like, I forget the word exactly he uses. Like, I think he is like something betatization. So, like, makes you a beta over time. So, like, they'll stop giving you sex until you, like, for example, you wash the dishes, or you could, like, clean that's manipulation if you really think about it. So that in itself goes to show the lengths of manipulation that a female could do. Like, that's just, that's an example of guys who are married and all that. But now let's say even if it's just a girl you just met, she's like, oh, I won't even go on a date with you if you take me out to an expensive restaurant or some shit like that. And some dudes would think, oh yeah, I took her to this spot, she must like me now. I spent a lot of money on her. But then she's just like, nah, I just
saw
used her
this
for
thing
money.
that this guy took a girl out on the first date.
Mm-hmm.
He took her to Chipotle, and she went in there and she was like, "Why are you taking me here?" Da da da. But she ate the food and she was like, "You know what? I can't do this anymore." And she walked out.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "You just care about where I took you to eat?" And she was like, "Yeah, like you gotta, show me what of that."
I don't even know.
And then he was like, "So let me get the money back. Give me $14 back."
Yeah,
Bro,
I've seen that too. Actually, I want to talk about this too because I was talking to somebody about it. I think it was my little sister, but I could tell we were just joking around. It wasn't nothing serious.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe we were watching a video and I think she overheard somebody say some guy was feeling entitled after he took a female out and saying how, like, I took you out, you should give me sex or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, obviously, if you think like that, you're already in the in what is the correct word? Nah, you have a, it's like, what's that mindset when you're lacking something? I forget what it's called exactly. The opposite is abundance mindset. I forget exactly, but what I'm trying to say is basically you have the wrong mindset. You're thinking about it is you're in the lack of mindset, right? So, do you think a female owes a guy sex after a date? And that's a very difficult question because you could take it either way, and you could get canceled for even asking this type of question. But we don't give a fuck. No, because the way I see it, I'll give my points, and then you could go with it. But the way I see it is, if you're a female who already knows she doesn't want anything to do with a guy,
why even entertain?
Why even go on that date?
Yeah. Obviously,
not every female is that logical or even cares to that point. But then again, as a guy, you shouldn't be expecting that. So I could see both sides of the spectrum. It's to the point where obviously I don't go on dates expecting the girl to give me whatever right away. But obviously the end goal, the reason why I'm even going out on a date with you is to have some type of intimacy at some point, right? So I could see both sides of the spectrum, but it's wrong that a female would even think of doing that or feel like
it's wrong from the guy too.
Yeah, but it's also wrong from the dude. So I want to get your thoughts on that. Give me
same thing, bro. I 100% agree.
You agree?
Like seriously, like it's not because like, okay, I'm gonna take you out here and expect, because if you do that, if you do it with like expecting something back in return, then you just do not doing. It's not genuine. You know what I mean? Just doing it just because you want like, I'm giving you this, but I'm hoping for you to give me something back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not genuine. Yeah, but then also, like, the world doesn't owe you shit in business and relationships and every aspect of life. If you're one of those dudes who your mindset is, I deserve this because I did this, or there's something, the world doesn't owe you anything. No one in this world owes you anything. The world doesn't owe you anything. So if you already have that entitlement mindset and you think that, like, for example, that is crazy. If you really take a girl out and even if like after the first date you're like, you owe me sex, instead of actually being a seductive dude who understands the male female dynamic and how it all works and how to seduce a female, then you're already in the wrong mindset, dude. Honestly speaking, I can't respect a person like that.
That's perfect to lead into the
Nah, before you even get into that, dude, I want to ask you, do you know what hypergamy is? Yeah. Can you explain it to the people out there?
I know what it is.
But you can't explain it? But if you know what it is,
I heard it so many
then
times
you can't explain it, man.
Huh?
If you can't explain it to a 2-year-old, then you don't know what it is.
Well, I doubt it 2 years you're gonna understand what I'm saying even now.
Okay, so hypergamy is...
I know what it is.
Yeah, I'm explaining it for them. Hypergamy is a female's ability to always chase or want or go for the best option that she possibly can.
Right.
So I say that to say this: if you're a competent man, if you have a good body, your finances are in check, you have charisma, you have you know how to charm, you're charming, you know how to charm a female, you know how to seduce, you're basically maxing out in every aspect of life, then you will never have to worry about hypergamy. I wouldn't say don't be aware of it, because it could still happen, right? You could be the best version of yourself, and maybe this dude tickles her belly button right, and she ended up liking that more. But as long as you're aware that if you're the best version of yourself, you're not gonna have problems. Because if she sees you as the best option she has, where else is she gonna go? And honestly, the internet has opened up like very different things, because before it would be like, you know, you meet a girl from your hometown and maybe you're that dude in your hometown, but now a dude from fucking Miami making fucking $500,000 a month or a year is hitting her up. It's a whole different ball game, you know. So Instagram and the internet has opened up a lot of things, but that I just wanted y'all to be aware of that before we get into our quote. But let's get into it, man. This is clocking out with some purpose, man.
Clocking out with purpose.
Man, let's get it, dude. You could go first because I have to look for my quote. I'm sorry.
I got this from what is it Dave Goggins?
David Goggins.
David Goggins. Yeah. He said every time you have to do something that you hate, you grow in your body and mindset, and your mindset gets stronger. Sorry.
I like that. Can you explain it to those who don't understand what that means or what that means to you?
Well, I said it before as well. Like whenever it's like, and I'm gonna give you an example. Whenever I'm like, damn, I think I should do this. Nah, I'll do it later, and I don't do it, right? But then the fact that I say it and I know I don't want to do it, and I still end up doing, it's like I'm training my mind and my body that like I control everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm like, how many times you want to do something, like you want to do it, like I don't know, go to a park, but your body's tired, and then your body's like, maybe we should stay in and take the nap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what it does, it trains you and tells your body that your mind is what controls it.
And then it gives you confidence in a way as well. The way I see that is, or the way I've been doing it is, trying to stay on top of my word. Honestly, like if I say I'm gonna do something, I still have to do it no matter what.
Actually, that's a great. I have something to do this Saturday, and then some other dude told me to go with them. But then since I told both of them yes, but then that guy's offering me money, but this guy isn't, so it's a whole.
Yeah.
Point of the matter is that I'm going with the guy that I told him first. I give him my word first, so
I respect it. I respect it. That's the way I've been looking at things in life. One example is obviously the one that I said I wanted ice cream. I was gonna go get ice cream. I went and got ice cream. I feel like back then in the future, or not in the future, in the past, I would have said, you know, I want ice cream, and then if things didn't go out the way that I wanted them to go, I would have just stayed home and saved my money, right? But obviously, trying to change. Another example of it is I said I was going to go sober in all aspects. I'm not going to go into details, but, you know, I said I was going to go sober, and I've been sober for the past 2 weeks. So, you know, I've been good. Can't even complain, you know, staying on top of my word in terms of that. But also anything else, you know.
I've been sober my whole life.
I like that. But, you know, I don't want to drink either. But, you know, like I said, I'm not getting into details. My quote for this week is from Khalil Gibran. It says, travel and tell no one. Live a true love story and tell no one. Live happily and tell no one. People ruin beautiful things. That is basically what I'm a very private type of person. You know, people ask me questions all the time, and the smartest person is the person who's able to control their tongue. You know, because the mind and people, we're very talkative beings. So we always want to, you know, have a conversation and stuff like that. But at the right moments, you know, especially with like dreams and aspirations, like you're the only person who really sees the vision. So what's the point of you telling that to people who are either small-minded or don't see the vision at all? It's just, you're setting yourself up for failure. So like I said, live that true love story and don't tell anybody, you know, and as long as you in there and your person and y'all's close circles know, that's all that really matters. Travel the world and tell nobody. That shit doesn't have to be on Instagram. Even though, you know, we're still human and, you know, we want to post things that would obviously intrigue other people, you know, such as, you know, beautiful locations. It could be a sunset. It could be something else. But what is the point of really posting it on Instagram? You're looking for validation. I forget what else he said, but just live a good life and tell nobody in terms of the macro. Now, you know, keep your small circle informed and stuff like that. But yeah, man, that has been episode 37 of Clocked In Podcast. I want to apologize for all the noises and random interruptions that we've had, but that's what happens when we get off schedule.
Yeah, we should do on Mondays. Today we're doing the day after Monday.
Yeah, and shout out Sergio for getting me the tickets to the Red Sox game. Very appreciative of that. He's probably not going to watch this, or maybe he is watching this. You never know. But very appreciative, and that goes to show that talk to people, go out there and make connections. That was just a dude that I met in the gym. We just started talking. He would always be like, "Yo, I see you and your group always in here. You're like the most consistent people that I see in here." So that it would always start like that, and then we'll be like, "Oh yeah, thank you," and we'll walk away. But the other day I was by myself, and I decided to actually have a full conversation with him. Kind of get to know him, and he ended up hooking it up with Red Sox tickets. So. I didn't end up going because things didn't end up playing out. But always appreciative of the people who go out of their way to do something for you. But yeah, man. Anything else you gotta say, Kenny? Subscribe.
Yeah, I mean,
hit up the Instagram as well. Let's get to the 700 followers, honestly. And if you're on Instagram, dude, like the videos, comment, share it on your story. Because that lets us know that what we're doing is right. Obviously, this is gonna be trial and error, but
yeah, man. And don't live your life. Don't wait for everything to be okay to live your life.
I like that. I like that, man. Very much, man. But this has been Clocked In Podcast. This is
Episode
Louis.
37.
What's your name?
Kenny.
Hey, man. Let's clock out, Kenneth. Get it and. I knew you were gonna do it.
Always that whistle goes.
Hey man, what's the thing you always say at the end of the episodes?
I didn't say it last time.
You didn't.
No, I did say it somewhat.
You didn't. I remember because you were like, "Nah, I'm not gonna say it today."
Guys, stay safe.
Yeah.
And like always, cuídense.
Cuídense what?
Paquete.
El paquete. Mojame loco o bebemos romo. Catch y'all.
Peace.